Now, we usually associate Excel with serious pursuits, so work or study, things like that, serious things. But it doesn't have to be that way. A good way to boost your Excel learning is to allocate some time and try to have a bit of fun with it. Try to do something creative, and that's exactly what we've tried to do in this video. We've created our own Excel game, which is based on football or soccer and based on the offside rule. And if you go to our website, there'll be a link below this video. You can download the file yourself and play the game. A quick word of warning here. The game is only for PC, so not for Mac, and it's only for desktop Excel, so it's not for OpenOffice or Office 365 that you're running out of an internet browser. It won't work on that. So you have to do it old school, download the file, save it to your desktop, open it from your desktop, and you're going to get the full gameplay. So why is it interesting playing or creating an Excel game? Well, as I said, it releases us from the pressures of work or study, allows us to kind of play with a file, which means we're in a much better mindset for learning about Excel. And I created this game personally, and I found when I did it that I learned a lot, and it gave my Excel skills a bit of a boost. So what are some of the interesting things in the game? Well, there's lots of visual basic code in there. There's lots of visual basic code interacting with spreadsheet formulae to get cool things done. There's shapes in there, and we're controlling the colours, the positioning of shapes. There's random numbers being generated in there because all of the shapes are being randomly positioned. There's some simple formatting techniques in there. And there's also this user interaction going on via yes/no message boxes. So all of this user interaction too. So it's a great example of an Excel application and really harnessing the various capabilities of Excel to create this gameplay. Now, obviously, in your work and probably not even in your study, you're going to, you're not going to have to create a game. That's not really the point. The point is you create a pressure-free environment for you to practice the skills, and that's going to rub off in the serious stuff. That's going to be reflected in your work or in your study. So in this video, I want to take a quick look at the game. I'll talk you through it, how to get started with it, and then I'd really like to know what questions you have. If you want to know how a certain part works, put a comment below this video, and if it's a good question, I'll get back to you, might create a video about it as well. But let's get onto the website and let's download the file. So you go to Tiger Spreadsheet Solutions website, just type Tiger Spreadsheet Solutions into Google, you'll be able to find it. Go to Excel, videos and articles. As I said, there'll be a link below this video anyway, so you won't have to click through, you can just click onto the link. If you click through the link, you'll get to the article, looks something like this. And you can just click the download file there, and it's going to be downloaded onto your PC. And just as a reminder, it doesn't work on Mac, unfortunately, the Excel game, and it doesn't work in OpenOffice, Office 365, that works out of an internet browser. It's not going to work in there. So you have to do it the old-fashioned way, download it to your desktop, open it from your desktop. It's going to work absolutely fine. So that's what I've done. I've downloaded it, just opened it up here, and the game's ready to go. So what's the game called? It's called Euro 2016 Linesman, and as I said in the introduction, the game's about football or soccer. And a linesman in football or soccer is the guy who runs up and down the side of the pitch. He's got a flag in his hand, and one of his or her main jobs is to understand or indicate if players are offside or not. So a player is offside, an attacking player is offside if there are fewer than two players between the attacking player and the goal when the ball is kicked. Okay, that's a simple explanation of the offside rule. Sorry, but you'll be able to understand the rule just by playing the game, and indeed practice and improve your understanding of the rule just by playing the game. We have put a couple of assumptions, simplifications in here to make it easier to model. In real football or soccer, If a player is inactive, so if him or her is very far away from the ball, then he or she is considered inactive. In our version, all players are active, so that's one thing. And then number 7 always plays the ball, so we're also assuming that the ball is played by an attacking player, so the offside rule applies. So we've made a couple of simplifications there, but the best way to understand it is definitely just to get started with the game. Even if you have no understanding of the offside rule, get started with the game. The game gives you feedback as you go along. It's a good way to learn the offside rule and test your understanding of it. And of course, your friends, colleagues can download the file. You can get a bit of competition going. There's a scoring system on the file. Yeah, should be a bit of fun. And you should inspire you to maybe learn a few of these techniques and really broaden your appreciation of what you can do in Excel. So with that said, let's just start the game. So you hit the start button, get this introductory dialogue. So you're an aspiring linesman, and you've got to make the right decisions. And you've got 11 months. And if your decision making is good, you can get promoted to the next level, promoted to the next division. And the idea is you want to get to Euro 2016 before the end of the season. But you're starting right at a low level semi-professional football. You've got to work your way up through the ranks. So I'm just hitting OK there. So this is welcoming us to the game. The defending team is wearing blue, the goalkeeper orange. We can see that on the pitch. And remember, all players are active. There's no inactive players. Number 7 always plays the ball. So just hit OK, and we're now playing, and we've got to decide if this is offside. So the attackers are in green. So I can see 3 attackers there. Defenders are in blue. I can see 1 defender there, and the goalkeeper is orange. So there's 2 defenders there. So it looks like there's 2 defenders between the attacker and the goal, which means it's not offside. So I can just click no on this dialog box, and that's right, it was a good decision. It wasn't offside, and it tells us how long the decision took. I think that was a bit more than 9 seconds, but the file times your decision making, and you've got to be able to make the decisions fairly quickly in order to be able to progress to the next level. You've got to be accurate in your decision making and fairly quick. So that's the challenge. So let's have a look at another one. So I don't think this is offside. No, that's right decision. This one, that looks offside to me. Right decision. Okay, this one is close, but I think it's also offside. Right decision, 4 seconds. This one is close. The referee's in there. I can see the referee there, but I think that's also offside. Okay, and this one, all players are active, remember, so that's offside too. Okay, and this one I'm going to try to get wrong, so you can see what happens when we get it wrong. So this is onside. I'm going to say it's offside. Okay, bad decision, so I get feedback straight away. Once per game, there will be a pitch invasion as well. So we can see the away fans are on the pitch here. The icons that have an F, the shapes that have an F on them, they are fans, so we have to ignore them in our analysis. But obviously they're wearing the same colour shirts as the team. Okay, so this is a difficult one because there's a fan in the penalty area there. But I think the attacking player is just offside. Yep, but my decision making took me a long time, so there'll be a couple more decisions here. This one offside, I think it is. Okay. Maybe one more, don't think that is. Oh, it was offside. Okay. And then, so you have about 10 decisions to make through the game. And then at the end, you get an assessor's report. So an assessor is coming down to assess your performance. And if you do well, you'll get he or she will promote you to the next level. So yeah, 8 decisions right, 2 decisions wrong. You saw me get those decisions wrong. And the average reaction time is given there. And then at the end, yes, he says, to progress to the next standard, you need perfect decision making and a good reaction time, certainly better than 5.6 seconds. You wouldn't want to be waiting in a football match for the linesman to take 5 seconds to make his decision. So that sounds about right. Okay. And then you can choose to continue with the game or you can hit no just to exit here. For the purposes of the video, I'm going to hit no, but you can carry on. You've got 11 months to try to get to the top level, and the top level is Euro 2016 final in the Stade de France. You know, it's difficult to get there. Decision making's got to be perfect, and you've got to have very quick reaction times, but it is possible to get there. But if you want to exit the game now, you'll get a score. My best score is something like 460 on this game. But however far you go through, you'll get a score. So note your score down, get your colleague, send it to your colleague, get him or her to play, see if they can beat your score. And certainly in the comments for this video, let me know what score you get, because I want to know how good a score people can get. But I'm going to hit no, and then we get a little report at the end of the game. His score was 53. Yeah, and send this file to a friend, see if they can do better than you. Okay, so that's the Excel game, Euro 2016 Linesman. So just to reiterate, having a bit of fun, do something creative in Excel is actually a good way to learn about Excel's capabilities and to understand better what we can get done in Excel away from the pressure of work and study. So I hope this inspires you with your Excel learning. Put a question in the comments below this video. What do you want to learn about? Is there any particular element you'd like me to explain? There's lots of VBA code here. There's a timing mechanism, so Excel can always understand what the time is. Yeah, so whatever you're interested in, put a comment, and for the good questions, I'll respond to, and might just make a video about it. Okay, but in the meantime, good luck with the Excel game. I'll see you in the next video.